We're going to do a very different home tour today because this is one of a rare chance that you'll get to have this kind of land plots for sale, and this is a corner terrace freehold in status at Upper Thomson Road. So follow us on this land tour. So first up, we're going to accomplish 4 things in today's episode. We're going to talk about the land that this opportunity occurs for every landed home buyers right now, location of this particular land plot, as well as what can you do after you purchase this land plot, and last but not least, the price analysis to see whether this land plot makes sense. So let's fly into Upper Thomson Road right now, and as you can see, you get a glimpse of the lower Peirce reservoir. Once you rebuild this home to 2.5 level, at the attic level there's a chance that you will get that unblocked view because you're sitting on an elevated land, and this particular locale at Upper Thomson Road is just right opposite the very famous Casuarina Curry. And of course, we're just coming down straight on from Thomson Plaza, and as you tread along Upper Thomson Road, you will bypass this very famous food centre as well, and this is located at the particular enclave that's right in between Mayflower MRT as well as Casuarina Curry. So let me just get the location out of the way. So this is about 1.1 kilometers from Mayflower MRT. Of course, if you have to walk right out from the landed enclave, that will take you about 15 minutes to walk towards the MRT station, which is a bonus for a lot of landed freehold lovers. This is also within 1 kilometer from Tong Primary School as well as CHIJ St. Nick's, which is one of the dominant schools right there that is very popular with a lot of parents. You're also within key proximity for nature lovers because this is right beside Leban Park, Lower Peirce, as well as the Ang Forest Walk. If you were to zoom out on the location for nature lovers, you will know where this exactly is located, because right at the south part, that's the entire Ang Bishan Park extension. Towards the right hand side, that will be the entire Mayflower enclave. And on the left hand side, that'll be where Lower Peirce Reservoir is being located. And if you're still wondering where this particular locale is, it's very near to the latest launch of Amo Residences. That shall give you a glimpse already. So the first thing we want to talk about is the land. Now this is a very unique land because firstly, this is a bare plot of land that the existing single-story structure has already been demolished by our current client. So backstory, our clients bought this land, wanted to demolish it, rebuild into a full-on 12 meters, 2.5-story beautiful home with 7 to 8 bedrooms, and that was the initial thought and design. However, plans changed a little bit. Our clients now are contemplating maybe to get a slightly smaller landed home because they're at a season where they're planning into their retirement years, and thus this presents an opportunity for you if you're planning to buy an old landed home to tear down, rebuild into a Cat 4 home. Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3 and Cat 4. A quick recap is that Cat 1 belongs to homes that are meant for tearing down to rebuild into brand new Cat 4 homes. Cat 4 homes are homes that usually boutique landed developers will buy a large piece of land off the market, subdivide them and then sell in the resale market after completing the rebuild process for 1.5 to 2 years. Those are the Cat 4 homes. Cat 2 and Cat 3 homes, they fall within the central spectrum. Cat 2 meant for A&A and reconstruction. Cat 3 meant for renovation. So let me first classify this land plot first. Firstly, this is a larger version of a corner terrace plot because you have a 3118 square feet land plot, which is already bigger than a lot of the brand new semi-D homes. So if you are somebody that's hunting to rebuild your own home because you have your own specs and requirements, this piece of land plot is extremely suitable for your family. Firstly, demolition of the existing single story has already been done. That will easily shave you off some months in terms of a total timeline. Secondly, this is what we call a true corner terrace plot, because if you look on the left hand side, the entire reserve side is on a lower terrain, and of course in terms of reserve side, in future it might be built into something else. If it's going to be a residential plot, it is a bonus because it will jack up the entire PSF benchmark of this entire enclave. So not only is this a true corner land plot, it's also a cul-de-sac land plot, and that means that if you look at the road structure, you will be the only car that will drive in front of your car porch main gate entrance. So that creates privacy for you. Firstly, this land plot allows you to park minimum 2 cars. Secondly, if any friends were to visit you during the weekends, they can also park outside your cul-de-sac because there's no clear indication of single road line. So we've talked about location, we've talked about the land. Let us zoom in on what can you do with this land plot the moment you purchase it. Now, firstly, we talk about the fact that it saves you time because you do not have to demolish it anymore. So all you need to do right now is to bring in your architect immediately, and then of course kickstart the rebuilding phase. So for those of you who want to rebuild your own specs and configuration, this is of course the very exciting phase. Firstly, have a look at the current zoning in this landed enclave. So this landed enclave is a 2.5-story mixed landed enclave, and that means that you can go up to 12 meters in total envelope height control limit. With the modern architecture technology, most architects will want to maximize that with a mezzanine level, and that can then create 4 different levels. Now, at the start of this video, we'll talk about the fact that there's already a natural lower terrain that you can take advantage. Now, what can you do with the lower terrain is that you can utilize that to be an open terrace garden. Something a little bit like your backyard with a cascading feature downwards, and of course that's a beautiful natural area because your main 12 meters will start from the road line that's entering towards your home from the front gate. So with that, plus the mezzanine level, you can create up to 12 meters in totality. So you can have level 1, level 1M, level 2, and then your attic level, which is technically your level 3. Naturally, when you build a home in today's day and age, in the year 2023, you want to make sure that you future-proof your home. A lift is a must. And minimally, you have to go for at least 6 bedrooms upwards. In 5 to 8 years time, you want to exit and you want to put this home in the resale market. You want to make sure that the next audience and the next family will find your home appealing to their needs. So let's come out a little bit of the very conventional way of how homes are being built. Because conventionally, people will usually want to build their living room on level 1. But I would like to challenge you to this notion that actually nowadays, if you visited a lot of brand new homes by landed developers, they're already starting to build living and dining and kitchen on the elevation level. So the modern design that some architects has undertook is that they have now created the living, dining and kitchen to be at the middle zoning of the home. So your rooms can be on the attic level, your bedrooms can be on level 1, and then communal zone at the middle zoning at level 2. That allows everybody to flow towards the middle spectrum of the home, and then that can create a possibility of more communal time together. One beauty of owning a corner terrace is exactly like owning a semi-D. If you were to look at the structure and the way that a setback is being structured, they look exactly the same. So the way to position a corner terrace is to build it intentionally with very good built-in area. So this home can potentially go up to about 6,000 square feet in terms of built-in area. And if you were to maximize it with more bedrooms, lift, and plus very functional spaces, taking advantage of the front and back single load feature because you're on an elevated land, you have more vantage points towards the back. That will be the key USP that your corner terrace can deploy. And then that will also minimize any risk of exit in future in terms of exit speed. So the land plot dimension has a total depth close to about 29 to 30 meters on both ends. The front is at 7.5 meters approximately, and the back is at about 11 odd meters approximately. So this home has a front that's slightly narrower, but 7.5 meters to take note is already pretty wide because for an inter-terrace, the minimum is 6 meters width, and of course for a semi-D, minimum is at 8 meters width. This is at 7.5, back is 11.9. It's already a beauty in terms of its land plot. And most importantly is that this is also not too far away from Upper Thomson Road. It has the beauty that it is about 2 to 3 roads behind the landed homes coming into this particular lane. So what this means is that you're not at the landed road that's facing directly towards Upper Thomson Road, so you don't get the road noise, but at the same time, you have the serenity, but not the inconvenience of being too deep into a landed enclave. Last but not least, talking about the price analysis. If we were to look at a Cat 1 and Cat 4 category of freehold homes, and if I were to shave off land plots that is below 2,000 square feet, that is currently available in Upper Thomson Road, you realize that single-story home or homes that are in Cat 1 category, they are at least at about $4 odd million right here. And then the Cat 4 homes is already about $7 to $8 million for corner terraces. So what this means is that if you were to purchase this home that's asking at $4.99 million because of a bigger land plot, take note that you're not buying an inter-terrace, because on the inter-terraces right here, they're already asking for about $4.1 to $4.3 million along Upper Thomson Road. and this is a corner plot at 3,100 plus square feet. This is at $4.99 million. If you add your construction cost of about $400 PSF, which is relatively safe, multiply that by 6,000 square feet of build-up area, that will bring you to a total rebuild cost of $2.4 million. You add that back to 4.99, that will bring you a total cost of about $7.4 or $7.3 million. And that's about the price of about a Cat 4 home. But most importantly is that you got to design and build yourself. Now, other than comparing landed vis-a-vis landed, one very good spectrum that you can also take a look is in terms of the price movement benchmark of other types of landers within a kilometer from this very famous school enclave right here. Because most of the families that love to move into this landed enclave are families that have children, either in Tong Primary School or CHIJ St. Nick's School. But importantly is that when you live within a school spectrum like this, we can bring out more analysis to discuss on some of the features on this, what we call the parents attraction effect. With parents attraction effect, you will notice that in terms of holding power for landed properties that's very near to schools like this, the holding power tends to be much stronger. When families buy into a landed enclave near to a kilometers within, let's say, 1 to 2 schools like this, they usually will want to stay in that landed enclave for at least 10 to 12 years if they have 2 to 3 ongoing school-going kids. So that might translate into a higher holding power. Secondly is that if we were to look at the 99-year properties along St. Nicholas View, as well as to move downwards into horizon, some of the cluster homes within that, you will notice that some of these homes are already asking close to about $2.5 to $3 million. And when you go downwards towards some of the cluster homes that are freehold in status, they are already asking about $3 million, nearing to this LandPlot region. So that then creates a tier in terms of disparity effect, because if you look at 99 years as the base in terms of landed homes, they are nearing towards $3 million. And when we look at pure landed, there's freehold in status at $4 million. We already know that this forms a nice benchmark pricing at the base here, and thus this entire area is in a very healthy zoning in terms of price tier features. So to sum it up, this land plot presents an opportunity for owners that are hunting for older landed homes that you want to tear down and rebuild to your own specs and requirement. And this presents an opportunity for landed home buyers who are ready to enter into the market to rebuild your own home, and you want to buy something in D20, Upper Thomson Enclave. And we hope to see you on the physical site visit of this home. Give a call to our listing managers, Jesly as well as Christina. They'll be very happy to explain in depth, either at our office or on site at Jalan Chempedak. And my name is Melvin Lim. Thank you for following out this special edition of our landed home tour, and we hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Later there'll be a part at the front right there. I say I will get the location out of the way. Then I'll talk at fast speed about all the location stuff. Can you just help me to make it like very bang bang on the front part?